Welcome to Charting New Territory, How to Respond to Those Challenges. My name is Amanda Brandolero, and in this video, I will discuss the Sustainable Development Goals and port cities. Port cities offer a unique vantage point from which to explore the tensions between the different goals and targets of sustainable development. Ports are important nodes in global supply chains and cargo flows and contribute significantly to regional and national economies. Yet port activities raise a number of local and global environmental, social and economic challenges. For example, port cities are associated with environmental externalities such as carbon dioxide emissions, water pollution and acidification and disruption of marine and coastal ecosystems. Here we see the results of the European Seaports Organization's monitoring of the 10 environmental priorities of European ports for 2020. Included are priorities relating to climate change, air quality, and port waste. A number of organizations and networks of port cities, including ESPO, are striving to achieve more sustainable development, adapting and implementing the UN's Sustainable Development Goals to a port city reality and context. We will now look at some examples. The International Association of Port Cities, AIVP, adapted and translated the UN SDGs to a port city context. The AIVP acknowledges that port cities are places where the consequences of climate emergency are felt strongly and where there is an urgent need for a sustainable energy and mobility transition. With its 2030 agenda, developed in collaboration with the UN Habitat, the AIVP commits port signatories to 10 goals that offer guidance on how to make port-city relationships more sustainable. The 10 AIVP goals map an urgent agenda ranging from adapting to the consequences of climate change, protecting biodiversity, investing in human capital, while improving living conditions in port cities. Moreover, the AIVP recognizes the role of culture in sustainable development, naming local port identities as key assets for sustainable port-city relationships. The World Ports Sustainability Programme represents another port sustainability initiative, launched in 2018 as a partnership of a number of international port associations. Its mission, and here I quote, is to demonstrate global leadership of ports in contributing to the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. How does the WPSP hope to achieve its mission? It does so in particular through knowledge sharing and development, for example, through its portfolio of best practices and reporting on sustainability performance in ports. The WPSP implements the 17 Sustainable Development Goals along 5 themes: resilient infrastructure, climate and energy, community outreach, and port city dialogue, safety and security, and governance and ethics. By now, we have reviewed some of the main approaches to sustainable development and their translation into goals, priorities, and policies agendas coming from international associations of port cities and port authorities. As we continue in this week, you will be challenged to reflect on whether these approaches are adequate to address the urgent and complex sustainability challenges port cities face. Thank you very much for your attention.